Showtime! And we are live. Right on time, I believe. Maybe a little bit late, but it's within 1 minute, so we're good. Alrighty. I gotta present the screen share. Entire screen. Share system audio. Share. Add to stage. Got it. Hey Joel, you're back. I am indeed back. I was looking at it, and it's been a month since I last streamed. That was a bit longer than I had thought. Here it is. I thought it had only been like 3 weeks or something. Anyway, we're going to start a new project. This project name will be Reverse Spider-Man Challenge. Because I can. New scene. Scene name is First Go. Create scene. Okay, so currently I don't have my other computer up to see chat. Music is a bit loud. How's that? I can't currently see chat because my other computer is being slow. But I'll hop back and forth so I can see stuff. It's like doing a whole startup thing. It wants me to do everything. Anyway, we're gonna select global shutter cam. Turn off this time lapse. Start live view. And now we are in the camera. And this is what I've spent the last hour making. This is a skyline backdrop. It's not the same one as in the thumbnail. Because I had some trouble. It wasn't tall enough, so I raised it up. Peak set backdrop thingy. Thank you. Welcome, Noel. Eamon, how's the music now? No, continue to backdrop. Thank you. My computer is trying to get me to buy stuff. I don't want to buy stuff. I want to see chat. But, I had a problem this morning where I completely ran out of sticky tack. Because backdrop. All of those are sticky tacked on there. Except now I have some tape in there too because I have sticky tack. By the way, Joel, might want to turn the music down and your mic up a little bit. Turning down the music. Oh, that is the wrong Google account. I'm so professional. Music is so loud. It's probably being picked up by the mic too. Okay, as soon as I have it on the other computer, I can listen and figure out audio levels a bit better. Please, just let me do my thing. Cool. So today, as the thumbnail suggests, I am animating Spider-Man in reverse. And basically, the idea for that was we found out I can set the frames per second to minus on here, and that just plays it backwards. And that's what we're doing. I'm going to animate him as normal. Well, not as normal. Where are my headphones? There are my headphones. Da ba da ba ba da ba da. back. Sounds awful. Alright, now I just need the computer to catch up so I can hear what I'm saying and hear my audio levels. How's it going, IB Clips? I heard recently you prefer IB Clips instead of just IB. Is that correct? Cool, sounds good. No, it's IB. Yeah, but people can call me whatever. Okay, cool. I shall call you IB Clips then. Alright. Now I need a bit more of a set because that's just a backdrop. Made that up now, so it must be true. Anything Josh says is true. Okie dokie. We're gonna grab the big base plate. Probably gonna need another one of that. But we're gonna raise it up. Bring it. What is going on with my computer? We're gonna bring it up. Isaiah. That is your new name now, Mr. IB Clips. Isaiah. Oh, I just realized I had my headphones on, but nothing's playing into them. There we go. Cool, cool. Use some of my tape because I don't have very much sticky tack left. And I'm just gonna tape that down. Tape it all down. You're gonna leak your phone number. That's up to you. I'm not gonna stop you. I'm also not gonna do anything with that information. But, do whatever you think is best. However, I would encourage that you do not leak your phone number. Imagine how many spam calls you'd be getting. Hey, welcome back, Eamon. Ba-ba-dip-a-dee. So that's a somewhat usable animation surface. Honestly, it's kind of the most mid-set ever. You have a question for Noel? Mr. Eamon has a question for you. Maybe he left. I'm not being the most entertaining right now. Okay. I think we need another one of these big ones. Just had cereal and it was so succulent. What cereal did you have? And do I have more of these blocks? Ah, I should be using books. Because I have more books than I have blocks. So I'm going to go grab some books real quick. Alright, I have brought back a whole bunch of Hardy Boys books. I have never read a Hardy Boys book. Hardy Boys? Hardy's Boys? Hardy Boys. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Ooh, that one's good. That one is good. I prefer Honey Nut Cheerios, though. Honey Nut Cheerios are good. Ivy Clips, have you gotten to see the new Spider-Man movie yet? I haven't, but maybe this week. Actually, probably next week. Eamon says, you say only certain people can call you Josh, but in your description you say that they can call you Josh amongst Spectre, Noel, etc. So I was wondering, IB Clips has not seen the movie. Honey Nut Cheerios remind me of honey. That's interesting. Why would it remind you of honey? Okay. Now we can put the base plates back on. Depth is very important. Yes, sir. Depth in your videos. Eamon says, it's been quite a while since you streamed, Joel. Yes, it has. It has been a little while. I got very busy. Got extremely busy. But today I am not busy. So I'm going to be animating for a little while on stream. And then when I get off stream, I'm going to start working on Hitman Part 3. Voice lines. Because I'm not cool enough to actually work on anything else. IB Clip says, I saw my Venom cup, and it reminded me of Venom. That's crazy. Your mind works weird. Why would it remind you of Venom? And Honey Nut Cheerios with ice cream? No, not ice cream, honey. I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, well, howdy. Hey there, PLM. How's it going? I really should have announced this stream better, because it was just like an hour before the stream I posted it. Eamon says, oh, well, thank you. How did you like Hitman Part 2? Hi, PLM. Exclamation point. I thought Hitman Part 2 was cool. My microphone's being weird. Whatever. So long as you guys can hear me fine. I'm hoping you guys can hear me fine. I don't care. IB Clips, what do you think of the thumbnail? I made that like an hour ago. Because I am very on top of things. And my entire weekend was busy, so I couldn't make the thumbnail and stream ahead of time. I literally left home on Sunday like 9 a.m. and got back 6 p.m. Don't worry. People will start coming in soon. I hope so. Maybe I should spam kudzu. I think most people come to my streams for kudzu, I'm not gonna lie. She's a lot more interesting on stream. Eamon says, do you ever wish there were uneven Lego bricks like 1x7 or 1x5? There's actually quite a few 1x5s up in this cityscape. Though they don't make them very frequently, I do wish that. I do wish they made them more often. I kind of understand why they do not. But I think it would be beneficial if they started doing that. No, you're pretty sure she's busy right now. Okay. It's cleaner than soap. The finest of soaps. I'm so glad you mentioned it, because geez, me likey that thumbnail a lot. Ooh, thank you. That was a lot of fun to put together. I enjoyed that. I still have Spider-Man sitting in his pose. Alright, what do I need to do? That's somewhat secure. But I need to secure the books a little bit more. So I've got a bit of a problem with these live streams. School is starting. School is starting soon. And once it starts, I won't be in school, but my viewers will be. Or most of them will be. And so, times. I don't think an 11 a.m. stream, or a morning stream in general, will get views. But I'm usually busy in the evening. Even on a non-busy day, I got stuff going on. So, that leaves weekends. But I don't post on Sunday. And I'm frequently busy on Saturday. There's not a single Saturday this month that isn't full of something. Eamon says, well, Kudzu seems to be a rare appearance since she doesn't post very much or show up much except on IB's streams. Ivy Clip says, is Spider-Man okay with me staring at him with a very happy grin? Because I'm doing it. Nice shirt. Shirt? Thank you. Yes, he is happy with you. Staring at him. In fact, he loves being... he loves making people happy. Even if it means staring at them with a very happy grin. Okay. Now that the base plate is somewhat secure, and bumping it only causes a little bit of problems, let's add some stuff to make this more interesting. So my plan was to, I was going to have everything built before the stream, so then this could actually be an animation stream, not a building stream. But I got distracted making the thumbnail. That took a lot longer than I expected it would. Alright, what should we do for this set here? We're kind of limited as to what we can do, because we move that way, we can see the end of the city. Move that way, we can see the end of the city. So I think that means we need to put up more city. And this is all the sticky tack I have left. My mom's going to be bringing me some, but that's going to be in like 2 hours when the stream is over. So, yeah. I really want to be animating before that. Ibiclip says, great. Okay, great, because I'm showing no sign of stopping. You do you. Ibiclip says, also, I liked your previous video. It was great. Thank you. That was a lot of fun to put together. Those T13 guys are going to be in more videos. In fact, I was thinking last night it would be kind of cool to do a magic show where they do some magic stuff, kind of like what Kevin Perry does. Just transform things into other things. You can zoom in? Yeah, I do plan to zoom in. It's not going to be this wide the whole time, but I do want a good range. But I'm going to save half of the remaining sticky tack. And then we have the stuff that is currently on Spider-Man, which should be enough for most of his poses, if not all. And he's mostly what we're going to be animating today. PLM says, did y'all see the movie Brand New Day? Not yet. Not yet. I'm hoping next week. Gonna take my little siblings and we're gonna go see it. It's gonna be awesome. Eamon says, I'm deciding between animating the Mongoose Files or Hitman Part 3. I would say take a quick break from Hitman. Not because I want it to take longer to come out, because I spent a lot of time on that. Get the Mongoose Files out. IB Clips says, I like how the one time Spider-Man is trending because of the movie. I'm animating Wolverine. Oh, that is perfect timing. This challenge is actually being Spider-Man because of the movie. I probably would have just used random figures. Though I do like animating Spider-Man. He's fun. Just because he's so fluid and his movements are dancer-like. Very, what's the word? Graceful. Yeah, and I want to be a better animator for graceful movements. So, Spider-Man it is. Okie dokie. That's what we have. I'm thinking the first thing we're going to animate is a simple backflip. Just to get into the flow of animating in reverse. A backflip, we need a walk cycle. Walk cycle's too boring. Nobody cares about a walk cycle. So we're going to do a backflip, we're going to do a swing, and then we're going to do a fight. I'm probably only going to get the first two in this stream, but we'll try. Backflip's actually going to be so easy. You just have to animate a front flip, right? I mean, hey, Wolverine is a rad character. 10 out of 10. IB Clip says, I know, right? It's like Spider-Man is dancing in the air when he swings. Exactly. He's so graceful and just fantastic. Get rid of all these junk pieces on my desk. Somebody get this beggar out of here. Has anybody seen the new Odyssey movie? I could talk about the Odyssey for hours. I know way more about the Odyssey than I know about Spider-Man. Which is not very hard, because I don't know a whole lot about Spider-Man outside of the movies. Before the stream, I was listening to the soundtrack for the Into the Spider-Verse movie. That was really good. A little different from my normal listening stuff, but it was fun. Cool. So, I think it was Starface's newest video, he just had a bunch of stuff on the ground to make it more interesting. I liked that look. So, we're going to do it. Me no see no Odyssey. I shall not spoil it then. Though it is a really good movie. Notifications. Somebody messaged me on Instagram. Well, it's unfortunate for them because they're going to get ghosted. One of my friends messaged me while I was set building, and I felt bad because I was starting stream in 10 minutes, and I didn't want to accidentally start a conversation that I couldn't finish. So he's currently getting ghosted. If you're in the chat, I apologize. I'm very good at ghosting people. By the way, where did you get that mongoose accent out of? I actually don't know. See, I was just voice acting, and I kept getting it wrong. I didn't like it very much. So I just kept on changing and changing. And basically, I just got into an accent that flowed nicely. It talked like it would actually talk a lot and just speed through. I'm incredibly excited to see the Cyclops eat the men and that cool scene. Wow. So, the mongoose accent, it just came. I don't know. Like, if I had sent you the entire everything, you hear it just slowly start to creep in with every take, and then it's there. I don't know if this set's interesting enough. I mean, it's just a challenge video, but, like, you gotta make everything good. Abby Clip says, the Green Goblin is so succulent in the Into the Spider-Verse movie. It's glorious 5 minutes of screen time. That is such a good movie. Might be one of my... I think that's my favorite Spider-Man series. I am biased towards animation, though. Like, I know a lot of people are like, oh, live action, live action. But, like, animation, man. It's so much cooler. What's up, Living Brick? How you doing, 2 Dot? Welcome to the stream. We are not quite animating yet, but we will be shortly, I hope. I mean, I was hoping to already be animating, but whatever. This set design is terrible. But it's a lot more interesting than what it could have been. You're doing great. Fantastic. Eamon City says, I'm incredibly... I already read that. Dang, he just got Danny Phantomed. I don't know who Danny Phantom is. And Eamon says, I wish I were as good at voice acting as you. You've seen the one time I voice acted, and it's hard. It is hard. And thanks for the compliment, by the way. Like, some people are talented at voice acting. I have a friend, Brick Productions, absolute talent. He's so good at it. But some people, like me, we sucked at voice acting to start with. But all you gotta do is just make some funny voices. Anytime you get the chance, just make a funny voice. And I have a tutorial that I'll send over to you. I didn't make it, but it really helped me with defining voices and how to make them. It was like a tutorial on how to make 100 different voices, and you just change different aspects of your voice, and then you can get over 100 different things from just a simple little thing. And I calculated all the different combinations. It was like 3,000 different voices. Can I make all 3,000? No. Is it possible to make all 3,000? Yes. I unfortunately really struggle with high sounds, though. Like, my voice cuts out anything in a high tenor range. There are some comments that I have not read yet. The set design looks peak. Thank you. I think my problem is I normally go bigger, and so the smaller set isn't what I'm used to. But as long as the viewers think it's good enough for me. Ibeclipses. Live action is technically stop motion because film is just multiple pictures compiled together to make a moving image. I'm kidding, lol. You're not wrong. However, you're wrong. Nice shirt. Why is everybody fond of my shirt? That's the second shirt compliment I've gotten today. I'm not doing a shirt reveal, but like you can have the arm. Okay. This is the set. Yeah, very peak, very awesome, very amazing. We're probably going to be zoomed in like that much. I know, right? I'm right, but I'm also wrong! Indeed. Such a difficult conundrum. A false dichotomy. Where did you get really cool background? I made it. So, yeah, let's get closer to this background so you can see. This is just plates. There's some big gray plates at the bottom and some 2x and just sticky tacked and taped to my wall. The blueness is spray painted. I do not recommend spray painting a wall in a closed area. Everything got blue, and I mean everything. I've got blue books, blue shoes. My train was blue for a while. I had to really clean that out. Some of my Legos got blue. Don't spray paint walls. Yes, PSA. So yeah, it's just basically a lot of these guys, but black. And when I make the challenge video, it's gonna be, I'm probably gonna show how I made the background, but I won't focus on that because it's not the main focus. Spider-Man, thank you for letting me stare at your oh so succulent mask. You are a strange man, Ibeclips. Then again, rather strange than boring. Okie dokie. We need to animate a backflip in the forward position. No, wait, what does that even mean? Backflip in a forward position? First off, I need a picture so I can post it to my Instagram. Or maybe a video for B-roll. Yeah, I'm gonna get a video for B-roll for the challenge video. If it will load. You know, because it's... There we go. The oh so succulent backdrop. Dude, I just said succulent unprompted. Ibeclips, you've won. You win. Animating mongoose is talking is fun but challenging. Yeah, that looked like a challenging thing. Talkingness. It's well worth it though. Like, it fit the character so well. Thank you, kind human. I don't remember what I said. You responding to the "you've won"? Is that what that is? Peak backdrop. Thank you. Thank you. I've taken victory! That's what you sound like. Cool. Oh, we need lighting. We need to do some lighting effects. Get this stuff off of my desk. There's so much everything everywhere. At all times. Oh, P Bricks, hi! Peak backdrop, thank you. I think I already said thank you for that. I don't know if I said hi, though. That was very rude of me. Where did my sticky tag go? Y'all, this is why I don't have any sticky tag left. It's... Oh, there it is. I found it. We're good. Okay, let's get this set up. You personally think that you sound like Elmo's long-lost cousin. Again, I don't do high sounds. Otherwise, I would attempt. Okay, we're gonna zoom in way onto his face. Okay, we need to animate this in reverse. So, let's take a moment to think. What are we doing? We're doing a backflip. Just a simple backflip? Not quite. He's gotta do his Spider-Man-y things. I think I raised the backdrop way too high. So I should view him from lower down. Not that low. Yep, I just raised it too high. There's no fixing that without moving everything. And I don't want to move everything. This is why you always gotta animate, not animate, set build with the camera on. I did not do that. IBClip says, The Living Brick, I got your live stream playing in the back. I'm gonna animate 2 shots real quick. I won't be chatting, but I will be here, waiting, watching, listening, smelling. I didn't know my camera was good enough to let you smell me, but I apologize to everybody who can. Not that I smell bad, but smelling is weird. Eamon says, I must be going to animate Detective Mongoose, so I hope I can come back, but my next video is afoot! Alright, thanks for stopping by. Good luck animating. Oh my wow! 93%! Yeah, it's at 92 now. Can I screen record? I can screen record. Perfect. Now I can have the screen recording for my challenge video. Doing so much with my computer is not going to help the battery at all. It already sucks, but... Okay. We need him to go down. He's doing a backflip, so he's got to go, whoo. Let's face him this way, actually. And he'll have, like, looked at the camera. Start him over here. We're going to have some camera movement, of course. We'll start over here. And that is a huge delay, I'm just realizing. That's like 40 seconds. 40-second delay. Incredible. I animate on 2s because I am lazy. And he's going to go... Well, Spider-Man's more fluent. Maybe I should be animating on 1s. I think I really picked the worst character to try animating backwards. Can move my camera a little bit. As if it's settling, but it's actually moving the wrong direction. Can you move, please? Thank you. That was too much. Okay. And we got to do this Spider-Man land. Naturally. I'm so talkative. Ba 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 da ba da. It says I have 3 viewers. We have background IP clips, me, and somebody else. Who's there? Reveal yourself, so I can say hi. That's a step forward. He needs to be there. I might have already messed up. Really not sure. But I think he should be here. Here. It's already at 87%. At least I have music going, so it's not complete silence. As you stare at me, try and figure out something simple. I thought this was gonna be much easier, but we just barely started, It's already tricky. Ah, Nikolai's my other loyal viewer. Thank you, sir. His hand was there in the previous frame. It can go there. His head needs to be forward because he's moving down but up because, yes. That makes sense. His other hand's gonna go backwards because Spider-Man. I actually heard from a friend that this challenge sucks. I'm starting to believe her. However, we've only just begun. And that doesn't look too bad. So, we got this. I will always be here in the shadows. Thanks. I appreciate it. Oh, that hand is not where I wanted it to be. Whatever. Gonna move his arm back a little bit so it stretches. It looks like it's elongated. Maybe. These are some very big movements. I don't think they should be that big. Trust me, guys, I'm a professional. I totally get paid for this stuff. Move the camera this way more. More this way. I'm using this as a excuse to procrastinate writing a song. You shouldn't do that. You should write your song. The camera movement is very janky. But I will admit, it doesn't look too bad. We're doing all right. 5 watching now. Welcome, other 2 people. How's your day going? Comment the word hi, or howdy, or any version of hi. Because, yes, I could use some chat interaction that would help not suck at talking. What if this was just animated on ones? What if I did that? Like a normal person. Why is the camera so jittery? I don't understand. Okay, so we're gonna just do it on ones. Because yes, I think that looks a little better. I don't know why it's so jittery, but we're just gonna make that not happen anymore. Hey, welcome, Matan. How's it going? Okay, now we need him to do like a front flip almost, but he's in reverse. I might immediately need some masking frames. Okay. Where is my masking rig? There he is. Wish I used the little one. Oh, I forgot. We never actually set up lighting. So it's kind of bland. We're going to have to make sure and do that next time. Because while this lighting isn't bad, it could have been a lot better if I done the proper... taken the proper time to set it up. What are you animating? So I am doing a challenge where I have to animate Spider-Man backwards. So basically, all the pictures I take are played in reverse, and the goal is to make him look like he was animated normally. And so right now, I am trying to animate a backflip, because that seemed very Spider-Man and not very hard. For the next one we animate, lighting needs to be set up, and we'll focus more on making sure the camera doesn't jitter. Grab my masking frame there. It looks so very blue. Very cyan. Which is interesting. Because I don't have any cyan lights. I have an orange one, and I have a white one. I am here! Fantastic, hello. That One Guy Studios. I need his leg to go. Like this, probably. And his arm. His hand isn't very, it's very loose. So there's going to be a lot of moving around, which I'm not fond of. We're going to have to do our best to make that not happen. And it turns out this rig is also very loose. So we're going to grab something else. This rig isn't as loose. Add some sticky tack. Sticky tack, my friend. Do I rely too much on sticky tack? Maybe. But also, it's a tool. Gotta use it. I'm just rambling, guys. Let's get some paper to prop it up a little bit. Prop up the camera. That way I'm not holding it, because if I hold it, the masking frame's going to be bad. Don't want it that far of a movement. This good. Move that out of frame. Grab a masking frame for later. See how this looks. Hey, aside from the extremely jittery camera, that actually looks like looks like normal. Pretty normal, yeah. That One Guy Studios. Do you animate? I think you do, if I remember correctly. And if you do, you're working on anything. Okay, now we're going to go up another paper on the camera here. And go this way a little bit. Capture. Remove the rig. Test shot. I use all these test shots just for masking frames. I think it's easier than putting it into the timeline and removing it later. It also has the added bonus of letting me see the actual animation just with the rig. And then I don't have masking frames flickering everything. Here he has reached, he's at the back end, or would that be the front end? He's at one of the ends of the arc. So an arc at the top is going to be slower than an arc at the bottom, or at any of the middles. So we need to slow him down a little bit. I almost forgot to take a masking frame. Hello? There we go. 5 watching. Yeah, I think if I do this again next week, I'm definitely going to get somebody else on here too. So then we can talk. Because streaming by yourself is kind of a lot. But, I don't know. Who would want to join? Streamed with Kudzu and IB before. I was on IB Clips' stream though, not mine. Streamed with Paddles, but he was also on that IB Clips stream. Maybe Josh would stream with me. I don't know. I could certainly ask. Oops. Alright, let's take a look at this so far. Looks pretty good. Again, we got the problem of the flickering camera, but nothing we can do about that now. We just make sure that the next shots don't look like that. And I think a slowdown of 3 frames is plenty for the top of the arc slowdown. So now we can start speeding up a little bit after I get this masking frame. Yeah. So now we're going to ease into the speeding up. This looking nice. Thank you, Nikolai. Thank you. Picture. Moving. Singamajigger. Matan, I don't know if you're still here, but once you get your editing, no, not editing, animating system or stuff back up and running, would you want to stream again? I know you're probably busy with the move, but streaming together was fun. So, if you want to do it when you're able, it's an open invite. What do interesting streamers talk about on stream? Anybody know? Because I don't watch streams. And we've been going for... Hold up, I'm going to wait a minute before I say how long we've been going. We've been going for 68 minutes now. $68, and I think peak viewers was 7, so that was pretty good, but average viewers only like 3 or 4. So not the most ideal. This camera needs to move a little bit more. Not that much more. There we go. That's more like it. I don't know, you're the only person that I watch. Makes sense. Streams are long. And I used to watch this guy play a Minecraft mod, but I don't watch Minecraft anymore. And that streaming a video game is different because you can talk about all the stuff that's going on in the game, whereas animation is a lot of the same thing over and over. So there's not a whole lot to talk about. Like, you can only say what you're animating so many times. I could talk about upcoming projects. I could talk about dinosaurs. I don't know much about dinosaurs, but I could talk about dinosaurs. That is an option. Okay, let me look at this real quick, see which way his arms were moving. Uh-oh. That moved when it wasn't supposed to. Okay. But I think it should be moving back. Maybe. Actually, let's watch it. What's up? Hey, Warrior Studios, welcome. Right now we are animating Spider-Man backwards. So we got it set to negative 24 frames per second. So when I play it, it goes backwards. But yeah, I've just been animating it and had a bit of a trouble with camera shake. Looks a little weird, but we're doing good. Better than I was expecting when I started. Yeah, that's what I am doing at the moment. And we are just animating a flip. To get into the swing of things, you could say. The next one's going to be a web sling. I should have used swing of things for a joke, but whatever. I'll use that for a joke in the video. Yeah. In the challenge video. I should write that down. Where's my notebook? There it is. Pen. Get into the swing of things. I've also got, other than this video, I've got a challenge video coming out next week. I already animated it all. I finished the video. I animated, edited, did all that in like 3-4 days. But that was a lot of fun to make because I haven't really... I've done challenge videos in the past, but I didn't put a whole lot of work into them, I'll be honest. Especially the editing side. And so here I actually did something and I made it look like a real interesting YouTube video. Like I think it looks really good. The music levels I think were a bit low. In fact, I might still change it before it comes out. Just to fix that. But I might not. I think I will. Hey, that looks like a backflip. I'm going to have to delete some frames. But that's okay. He's moving way too slow in some of these. Bedoop. And then we have this challenge video, which will come out probably the week after the other challenge video does. But also, since this one is Spider-Man themed, I'm thinking about replacing the current challenge video's upload date and this one, if I finish it in time. Oh, it's actually not next week Saturday. It's coming out this Saturday. So if I can finish this challenge video in time, I might upload it this Saturday. If not, it's coming out next Saturday. And I think that's probably what's going to happen. Because it does take a lot of time to edit these. Make them look good. And since this isn't just a timer challenge where I only have a total of 1 hour and 41 minutes of animation, it's going to take a bit longer to animate. In fact, I've already spent 1 hour and 16 minutes No, I've spent 36 minutes animating. The rest was set building for the stream. Did a lot of set building, which is not the plan, but we roll with it. I think I can put his legs back on. Yeah, after that, I want to make some more challenge videos. Probably stuff like animating in weird places. I think I had some others written down. I had a good idea recently that I won't be revealing because I haven't seen anybody else do it. But, I mean, after I post that video, anybody's welcome to do the challenge. In fact, I'd love to see other people do it. But hopefully I wrote it down somewhere because that was a good challenge idea. Stuff like animating one-handed, animating blindfolded, animating outside, animating with no sticky tack. I also want to get into making tutorials, not just because Nonstop University recently released. In fact, that's not even a part of it. I just want to make tutorials, show people how to make cool stuff. But I might frame my tutorials more of a behind the scenes, kind of like what Brotherhood Workshop does, because I get more out of Brotherhood Workshops behind the scenes than I get out of some tutorials. And that's partially just because Brotherhood Workshops is a fantastic animator, but I also like the style his behind the scenes are in. So I don't know. So it's a bit over animated right here in this area. And then I did a dumb thing where he's leaning this way and then it looks like he's about to do he's about to twist. It looks like he's going to twist a different way than he actually does. So that was a mistake. One that I can't fix in post. I'm gonna delete that one. Delete that one. Delete that one. Let's take a look at this. I made some silly mistakes with this, but I do blame the fact that I'm animating it backwards. What if I lowered the frames? Or I guess raised them because we're going backwards. 16. Okay, so it's not bad. Not bad. Under normal circumstances, I would count it a bad animation. But challenge circumstances are different. We have 4 people watching right now. I just finished a challenge. Huzzah! I have so many notifications that I will check later. Because right now, we need to film some B-roll. If it will load. My camera's very slow. My phone camera, I mean. Yes. Fantastic. Super cool indeed. Switch to photo mode. Get up real close. Take a picture. You can't actually see what I'm doing. Yeah, I have a feeling a warrior just said what's up and left immediately. Pretty sure that's what happened. Okay, I'll go for... I mean, I do have IB clips in the background. I've got me, and I've got Nikolai. There's 3 people that's going to be watching. And that's a... I am doing this for the watch hours. I get nice watch hours through this. I don't know, it just seems very hard to be interesting and get stuff done. And I think I'm gonna call it in 6 minutes. Just get a nice round 90-minute stream. Unless I have a whole bunch of people show up and suddenly the chat is active, then I'm gonna end it soon. But what I need next is I'm gonna be animating a web sling, which doing that backwards is going to be fun. Sarcasm. Let's put his arms back in there. I should turn these live streams into like a podcast episode. Get a random guest every week and just ask them questions. Not actually random guest. But you know what I mean. Get a bunch of different guests. Ask them questions while I animate. That might be interesting enough. I should maybe watch live streams. See what streamers talk about. Because, like, I used to watch all my friends' live streams, but then I got too many friends to watch all their live streams. And I couldn't watch... I kept missing IB Clips' streams. So, I don't know. I don't know who I'd watch. need to retape this light. I've got paper over the lights to make it less harsh because Lego's really reflective. And so I need to... I forget what the word is. I can't remember what the word is, but it means to make it less harsh. Disperse the light. I don't think that's the right word. This is a great idea. The podcast idea? Yeah, I think that's a pretty good idea. Because in order to make money, get monetized, I need watch hours. I need like 3,400 more watch hours. Which I'm not getting off of videos. People just don't watch my videos that much. So, I need to A, make more interesting and longer videos, and B, make more interesting live streams and long stuff like this. So then if people actually watch, people watch after the live is done. Making it a podcast would help that. Get my shorts, make use of shorts and reels to bring people to my long form content. Yeah. That's the plan. I think I'm going to go forward with that plan. Yeah, I'm going to call it there. So, thank you everybody for joining. I will maybe stream again soon. I don't know what my schedule is like to next week. Next week, Monday. I might get next week, Monday. I have a couple ideas for who I might want on a podcast type stream. I'm going to start writing down questions that I can ask during these podcast streams. And then I'll make it more interesting for you guys. You've watched every video of yours. Wow. Thank you. That is a lot of videos. Very dedicated of you. But thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next one. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.